Well, we made it, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday again. Now, I don't get to go out very often, being from Bolton. But what I did this week is I went around and I talked to some of our students because I want you to know just how good the students at St Matthew's are. I think sometimes we can focus on the students who don't make the right choices when actually 99% of them make the right choices all of the time. So I had a conversation with a few in the Year 8 yard this morning, and here's what they had to say to me. Hello ladies and gents, how are we doing? Are we okay? What are you eating there? A what? Authentic Italian panini? Looks like a sausage roll to me, that. What's been your highlight of the week?
Drama.
Really? What have you done? We've done some acting?
Yeah.
Cool, brilliant. What are you going to be when you grow up?
Probably that.
Oh, nice. Now, these students had not been prompted whatsoever, I promise. Bobby, you've had a fantastic week this week, haven't you? How many C3s have you had? 53? Now, we know the leaks in the system, but we're plugging them. This lad wasn't scripted either. Honest. This lad just wanted to pose in his perfect PE kit, a little bit like Derek Zoolander. And the face masks have been taken a lot more seriously this week. Every morning there's a group of girls who wait for me at the front. And I've even got to make positive relationships with our lollipop man. Even he tells me what I have to do.
My name is Adrian Rizzo. I'm a learning machine.
And I'll never get used to that dialect. Hey young man, what are you eating there? Pasta? And what's that in your hand? Cookie? Pastas and cookies. It's really good to see the children of Moston eating authentic Italian sandwiches. What's that, young man? What are you eating there? Pasta. Even I'm doing it now. What are you eating there, young man? That's more like it. I feel at home now. But seriously, I want us to think about the goodness, because sometimes we can let the darkness crowd that out. Whether that's students or whether that's finding those people within the staff body who radiate you rather than drain you. I think it's an important message for life in general. We have come back after an unprecedented period of time, and you have worked your socks off. You've been absolutely amazing, and I think we've had a brilliant start to the school year. I know I didn't work here last year, however, I think you need to know some of the things that didn't happen. We didn't have a ready-made buddy room that you could just send students to within a bubble. We didn't have student support on call all of the time. The C3 system could take a couple of days before those detentions set in. So systems are improving, they are refining, and they're going to get better and better. We're only in week 3, but we're plugging gaps and we're stopping leaks in as many places as we possibly can. So be patient with us, but also take the time this weekend to reflect. On Wednesday, it's Mega Hump Day, which means not only is it halfway through the week, but it's also halfway through the half term. So that's a perfect opportunity for us to look back and to think about what we're grateful for this half term. But you have been absolutely brilliant so far. Thank you for making me feel welcome on a personal note. And now it's time for the Feel Good Friday staff shout out results. We have a special prize this week for the use of Edulink, and we made a random selection from those people who've been using Edulink consistently over the past week. And I'm pleased to say that the winner of this week's prize for a bottle of white or red wine is Mark Lowry. Mark, please see Simon Atkins and he'll sort you out. Staff shout-outs this week for a number of people. I'm going to read through the list. Andy Moran, Andy Napier, Rachel Cross, Louise Duran, Andy Moran again, Deborah Jives, Chelsea Mallinson, Rita O'Connell, Mr. Walker, Jane Mackay, Alison Smith, Rob Jordan, the graduate TA in 8YJ, I can't remember his name, sorry, Miss Brown, Dan Russell, Paul Brooks, Kemoy, Lucy Darlington, Jen Clark, Lima, Miss Walsh the TA, Kath Jones, Jane Mackay, Lima again, she has been a star this week, Lima, Catherine Ruan, Jen Clark, Chris Berger, Rob Jordan, Kemoy again, Miss O'Connell, Kemoy, Dale Latham, some popular reoccurring names there and some hard workers. Everybody deserves a shout out this week. But the one name that kept coming up, and I've got to say has been a real friendly face for me in my time here, was Andy Moran. Particularly for organising staff football. We know he's got a little bambino on the way too. And also he sent me an email this week with a Backstreet Boys song on. So the prize for staff shout out for the week goes to Andy Moran. Andy, go and see Simon and he'll give you a bottle of wine. You'll need it, mate, if you've got a child imminent. Thank you very much, ladies and gents. Have a brilliant weekend and we'll see you next week.